Welcome back to semifinals time here at the FijiPro, the fifth stop of the Samsung Galaxy Championship Tour. Johanne Defay goes head-to-head with Bianca Buitendog for a chance to make it into the final to take on Sally Fitzgibbons. Joe Turpel alongside 89 world champ Martin Potter. Johanne Defay, Bianca Buitendog have never had a matchup in a one-on-one heat, and here they go to set the stage. Wow, that's insane. I mean, you go through your career sometimes surfing against someone a lot, but then there's those moments where you don't really get to surf against someone, and this is it. This is the first matchup between these two surfers. It's like Hawaii, Australia. Back to this one with the lone South African, Bianca Buitendog, with a huge carve to start. Off the bottom and jams it. Coming around the corner with a lot of momentum. Just a projection line and she'll kick out. Now the next wave will go to one of her best friends in the world, Johanne Defay. Clean arc to start with a fair answer back. Jams it in the pocket. Gets shoved down the line on the foam ball. And now she'll reset for a third turn. Gets in another big hook. Now Defay's running out of water. She picks her exit. Wow, what an exchange. My goodness, two massive scores. Just about to be locked in. How are the judges going to see that one? Bianca unloading two ridiculously big turns. Johanne Defay on her backhand, just hooking it all the way through.
A perforated eardrum or not, she's ripping. Back to you, Joe.
What a warrior, Rosie. We're right there with you as we transition to the backhand of Johanne Defay, who goes under the lip. And now a wrap into the pocket on her second wave in this semifinal. Jams it beautifully. Right on the money. She'll hammer the corner. Johanne Defay is heating up and is not taking this opportunity lightly to make her first ever career final. If she can take out one of her best friends on tour, Bianca Buitendog. Waiting for the judges to get caught up with all scores. Goofy versus regular in this matchup. Dominated the World Tour with 4 world titles. But I'll tell you what, Bianca's still waiting. Let's have a look at this last wave from Johanne. Just critical turn in the pocket. I love this next one here. She gets ready for it. Watch how the wave stands up off the reef. Nice snap right there. Just tiptoe drop. Yeah, Bianca obviously started off really well, as did Johanne. We're still waiting for those scores. But Johanne backs it up with another good one. Let's have a look at Bianca's opening wave here. Watch this first turn, Joe. She draws off the bottom. We talk about the attack mode that she's in. Just a gouging turn. Straight off the bottom again, and another beautiful carving maneuver right there. Just putting so much power into her approach out here, riding a little bit of a longer board. And I think she's got her favorite fins in there, because with turns like this, it takes a lot of confidence in your equipment. 6.5, I think that board is, from what Holly was saying. And it is looking absolutely on point. As we see her go deep off the bottom, making that transition look seamless. Look at that turn right there, Joe. Perfect. The cameras were clicking right there, and that was insane. Big scores coming through for both. Bianca Buitendog, 9.23 start. Johanne Defay on this one got an 8.7. What'd you like about this pot? Yeah, just the positioning. Look at that drop right back down into the critical section. Unloads another gouging maneuver. So riding that foam ball out, now she has to speed up, comes around the section, maybe not as critical as Bianca's, but still amazing nonetheless. Scores dropping for that wave, an 8.70. Her backup, a 7.5. What a way to start the heat. Big numbers to start this clash. And it really did help her out the rest of the year last year. Bianca still with priority and the single high score, 9.23. Needs a 6.97 on this wave to take the lead. She'll hit it off the top to start. Gets more speed out of the first turn. Wraps it off the top, deep off the bottom. Floats the next section. Bianca into the inside now, weightless off the top again. And she will get out of there. Flying on the next one is Defay. Wave spits behind her. Under the lip jam. She looks to pick up the pace. She'll straighten out in the closeout section. She was absolutely flying. Looking for a big moment to hit it off the top. Caught up to her with that last turn, and we'll see if she had anything more out the back pots. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if there was more to that. But Bianca, well, I'll tell you what, that is going to be another good score for her.
Let's have a look at Joanne's wave. A lot cleaner. She races down the line looking for that barrel. Just going a little bit too fast, as you said, Joe. Nice check turn there. Just didn't really find too much on this wave. Kind of ran away from her a little bit, but if she had slowed down just a little bit, that could have been a big score for her. Bianca on the flip side. Nice turn right there. Drops down. Watch this bottom turn. Low off the bottom and unloads that big turn. Again, that 6.5 is looking so good under her feet. Carrying a lot of confidence right now. Another little check turn off the top and decides to get out of that one. So a nice little backup for Bianca. And it's going to be another great score for her.
13:25 to go now. Sometimes there's a point difference traditionally as we see some solid activity out the back pots. The swell is truly here and on the increase. And we'll see Joanne DeFay lock in, needing a 9.7 backside wrap. Now looking for the lip to hit, jams it. Now trying to get some room on the inside, coils up and hacks it again. Got such a solid backhand attack. Crazy to see her losing this heat so far with an 8.7 and a 7.5 to her name. Yeah, well, it was going to take 9s to beat her, wasn't it? I mean, 8.7, 7.5, that's a great two-wave total as it is, but to take down Joanne DeFay, Bianca's had to lock in 2 9+ rides. Look at that late drop. Love this low bottom turn, just great penetration there. She just drives off the bottom again. Another nice snap there. It's hard to set that rail off the bottom in these kind of conditions, and Joanne's just leaning into it so nicely. Late drop there. Look at the size of that wave, Joe. She draws off the bottom. There's no messing around with Joanne, that's for sure, and she's looking pretty good, but that's not going to go into her top 2. She's still looking for a massive 9.70 to get herself back in the heat, and that is not out of the question. Love how hard that Joanne DeFay is charging right now. That wave was gigantic on the roll-in. Needs a 9.7. Getting close to a perfect 10. She's thrown down 9s today.
Injured, but I'll tell you what, she's not surfing like that.
As we check out the heat recap from semifinal number 2, Bianca Baetendog has such an amazing range. Where she goes on the wave at Cloudbreak, opened up with a 9.23.
Oh, that could easily have been a lot higher, but you look at those turns from Bianca. Joanne DeFay answered back though, came back with an 8.70. It's really good surfing from the young French lady. Insane backhand attack, looking confident. The semi-finals here for her is a great result, but she wants to try and go one better. She needs a big score though if she wants to get there. Bianca Baetendog just gone from strength to strength, a 9.17 on wave number 2. And you can see the attack mode that she's in right now. She just wants to rip this wave to pieces. Off the bottom, off the top combo, up and through the lip there. Not many surfers are able to attack the lip like Bianca's been doing here. The judges realizing that and rewarding that kind of approach.
Bianca Lupo on fire throughout this event. She needs to get it again as we pass the 5-minute warning. Locking in is DeFay. She'll have to reset as the wave spits. She touches the rail and tries to sneak an exit, but she'll end up getting sent over the falls.
Yeah, if you don't penetrate properly, that wave will pick you up and take you back over. We've seen it happen a few times already today. And now Joanne, can she sneak under that one? Only just. Wow.
Let's take another look at the takeoff here.
Yeah, nice late takeoff from Joanne. She's looking for the barrel, Joe. That's you can tell she wants something different. Right there, pays for that. Crazy wipeout right there. I don't think she would have made that. It's quite a technical barrel. It wasn't super wide open. It was more almondy. Those waves are traditionally a lot harder to manufacture a nice tube ride out of. Up and producing some really aggressive surfing up and into the lip, which is hard to do out here.
Absolutely attacking. Bianca's form has been incredible to watch as we're into the countdown of second semifinal, and we will make it official with the sound of the horn. Bianca Baetendog goes back-to-back finals this year on tour from a runner-up in Rio. A completely different playing field at Cloudbreak, and she'll take on Sally Fitzgibbons as she's looking for her first win of her career.